Hey everyone, it's Rodney1210 and welcome to another geocaching adventure. Now whenever I talk about geocaching in Australia to people from overseas, one topic is always sure to come up every single time. That is snakes. Don't you have a lot of snakes in Australia? What happens if you see a snake while geocaching? Don't put your hand in there might be a snake, all that stuff. And yes, it's true, there are a lot of snakes in Australia. And yes, it is also true that we have 8 out of the top 10 most deadliest snakes right here in Australia in the Aussie bush. Okay. However, in all my years, I have never ever seen a snake while geocaching. Not once. That is until today. And not only have I found a snake, I have found a whole swarm of them. So I'm about to show you. If you're afraid of snakes, you got a phobia, turn off now, okay? Because there are literally quite a few snakes here. All right, be very, very quiet too, because we don't want to spook them because they may attack. All right, you ready? You ready? Have a look at this. Snake! 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 Okay, so yes, they are fake rubber snakes. However, there is still a geocache in here. All right, in here, I'm gonna put my hand. So hopefully, no real snakes aren't in here and haven't thought they might try and mate. So I'm gonna carefully put my hand in. Ah! No, just kidding. Here we go. Right, so the log is signed and I've got to get these little critters back into their log. Sorry about the trick, but it was just too funny not to. But in all seriousness, if you ever encounter snakes in the wild, just remember they are more scared of you than you are of them. And in fact, they can sense your movement, so they're probably going to scatter and hide as you're coming up the path towards them anyway. So don't worry, that's probably why I've never seen one. However, if you happen to see a snake in the wild while geocaching, if you're far away enough from it, just slowly walk backwards. Keep an eye on it, slowly walk backwards. But if you're not that far away from it, if it sort of slithers right past your feet, don't move, because it will sense your movement. If you don't move, it more than likely won't know that you're there, and it will slither past you, and then you can go on. Do not grab a stick and chase it, all right? If you corner it, it will attack, all right? But snakes are not as scary as they seem. Snakes can be really quite cool creatures, all right? Thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and click the little bell icon, so that way you'll see all my geocaching adventures as soon as they come online. I'm Rodney1210. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you on the next geocaching adventure with less snakes. And it is true that we have 8 out of the top 10 most deadly snakes right here in Australia. 9 if you count Tony Abbott.